friends, in this chapter I am going to teach you chapter number 2, polynomials, and this video is for standard 10th, correct. So, first topic which you are going to learn is how to check whether an algebraic expression is a polynomial or not. In your lower level student, you all have learned what is an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is composed of variables and constants. Variables, that is, variables are nothing but English alphabets from A to Z, and constants are nothing but the numbers. So, this makes the algebraic expression. But first point I am going to teach in this video how to check an algebraic expression is a polynomial or not. So, student, in this you have to check the degree of the variable. Yes, degree of the variable must be a non-negative integer. So, first point you are going to learn is how to check whether an algebraic expression is a polynomial or not. So, this is the first point we are going to take in this video. Let us consider some example, but just now I told you that what we have to look, degree of the variable. So, if the degree of variable, yes, degree of the variable in the algebraic expression is non-negative integer, then the expression is a polynomial, student. We are going to understand with some examples, because then only this concept will get clear in your mind. So, now let us take few examples to understand this point. Two x plus 7. Here I had taken an example of algebraic expression. Now, this expression is an polynomial or not, that we are going to check, okay. And for checking you have to consider this statement, that is, degree of the variable you have to check, is it non-negative integer or not. Non-negative, student, non-negative means it must not be negative integer, yes. So, what it must be? It must be positive integers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or it can be 0 also. So, you have to check the degree of the variable. Now, in this expression, in this given expression, x is the variable, correct, and these are constant terms, 2 and 7 are the constant terms. So, you have to look the degree of the variable, that is the exponent of the x variable. So, here in this expression the x power or exponent is 1. So, 1 is a natural, 1 is a positive integer, 1 is a positive integer, or we can say it is a non-negative integer. So, you can say here degree of x is 1, which is non-negative integer therefore given expression is a polynomial. Yes, given expression is a polynomial. Okay, let us consider another example, student, that is root 5 upon y plus 3. Okay, this is another second example. Now here we are again checking that this algebraic expression is a polynomial or not. So we have to look the degree of the variable. So in this expression you can find that the variable is y, student. Y is the variable. Now that y variable is lying in the denominator, so we have to write in the numerator, that is we have to do its reciprocal. So when I do the reciprocal, you know, in power and exponent chapter last year you studied that it will be written as y raised to minus 1. When it is in denominator, the power is 1, positive power is there, but when you write in reciprocal, the power becomes negative. So it will be y raised to minus 1 plus 3. Now student, you look again the degree of the variable. The degree of the variable is minus 1, which is a negative integer. So here the degree of the variable is a negative integer, so it's not, the given expression is not a polynomial. Okay, so here degree of y is minus 1, which is a negative integer. Yes, negative integer. Degree is a negative integer. Therefore student, therefore given expression is not a polynomial. Yes, is not a polynomial. So whether an algebraic expression is a polynomial or not, you have to check the degree of the variable. Degree of the variable is non negative, नेगेटिव नहीं है यानी पॉजिटिव है या ज़ीरो है तो एक्सप्रेशन पोलिनोमियल होगा, और अगर डिग्री जो है वो नेगेटिव इंटीजर है वेरिएबल की तो उस केस में एल्जेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन जो है वो पोलिनोमियल नहीं होगा स्टूडेंट। ओके, सो एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड नाउ? Hello friends, I am going to teach you the topic degree of polynomial. Now in standard 9 you studied polynomial in one variable. So here also I am going to teach how to find degree of polynomial in one variable only. Okay, degree of polynomial in one variable. So how to find the degree of the polynomial in one variable? For that you have to select highest power of x in the given polynomial. Okay student, so what you have to find out? Highest power of x, that is variable. Now the variable can be y also, z also, any English alphabet it can be, but we are discussing how to find degree of polynomial in one variable. So that's why, and most of the polynomial we are considering x. Okay, so highest power of variable you have to consider in the given polynomial. Let us understand this topic or point in a much better way by taking few examples. 2x plus 3. We begin with simpler ones. So here a simple polynomial I have taken, that is it contains two terms, correct? So here the variable first you have to find out. You have to identify the variable. So, I told you variables are nothing but what, student? English alphabets in small letters. So, x you can find, this is the variable. Now, its power. So, by default there is nothing written here in the power. So, by default it is what? 1. So, we can say degree is 1, student, of this polynomial. We are going to take some more examples. 4x square plus 3x plus 7. Here I taken a trinomial consisting of 3 terms, 1, 2, 3 terms are there. Again, student, you find out the variables in all the 3 terms. So, yes, we have the variable in this term, second term this is the variable, and last term there is no variable, but still we can write, student, as x raised to 0, because anything raised to 0, the value is always 1, and 1 is a multiplicative identity. If you multiply with 7, it will not change the value. So, you can write x raised to 0. Okay. Now, for finding the degree of this polynomial, as I written above, you have to select the highest power. So, look, student, the power of x, here it is 2, here it is 1, and here it is 0. So, it is easy for you to find out which is the highest among 2, 1 and 0. The highest is 2. So, we can write degree is here 2. Let us take another example. Okay. In this example, first you have to find out the variable. So, I can find here, this is y is the variable, these are the variables. In each term I found the variable first, then their powers. I encircle the powers, here by default 1 is there. Now, among the powers, which is the highest one? So, you can see the highest power is 5. So, we can say the degree of this polynomial is 5, student. Okay. So, I think you all understood how to find degree of a polynomial in one variable. What you have to find out? First you have to find out variable, and then highest power of the variable is nothing but the degree. On the basis of degree, on the basis of degree. So, selecting this criteria, that is degree, we can classify the polynomials in 3 types, student. So, one by one I am going to teach you which are these 3 types of polynomials based on the degree. First one is linear polynomial. Yes, linear polynomial. So, what is linear polynomial? A polynomial whose degree is 1 is called a linear polynomial, student. Example of linear polynomial: 2x plus 5, 3x, or 7y plus 2, 5y minus 3. So, these are the examples of linear polynomial. Next, why these polynomials named as linear? Because, student, when you draw the graph for such polynomials, it is going to come as a straight line. So, that is the reason why we name this polynomial having degree as 1 as linear polynomial. Also, one must know the standard form of linear polynomial. So, standard form for linear polynomial is ax plus b, student. This is the standard form for linear polynomial, where a and b are real numbers. Yes, they are real numbers. A and b are real numbers, and another condition must also hold true, that is a should not be equal to 0. This condition must remain true. Why it should remain true? Because, student, a is a coefficient of x here, and if a becomes 0, then what happens? This whole term becomes 0, and if this term becomes 0, then what remains? Only b remains, and b is a constant term. So, in the expression there will be no variable, and when there is no variable, then the degree of the polynomial will become 0. It will not remain as 1. So, then we can't say it as a linear polynomial. Okay, let us come to now second type of linear polynomial, that is quadratic polynomial. Yes, the second type of polynomial is a quadratic polynomial. Now, why the name is given quadratic to this polynomial? The reason is, student, quadratic comes from word, that is, origin for this word comes from the word quadrate. Yes, quadrate, which means to square. Yes, that is square, and you know square is nothing but what? It's a radical sign, the power is 2. Now, what do you mean by quadratic polynomial? Definition. So, we can define the quadratic polynomial in this manner: a polynomial having degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. Correct, student? So, degree should be what? 2. Now, examples, let us look out for quadratic polynomial. Examples: 2x square, 3y square plus y minus 5 minus 4x square plus 3. So, these are some examples for quadratic polynomial. You can find here in this one the degree is 2. Here also in this polynomial the degree, that is highest power of variable, is 2. Here also the degree is 2. So, degree is 2 in a polynomial, then the polynomial is said to be what? Quadratic polynomial. Then next, general form. Yes, general form of quadratic polynomial, student, which is very important. You must know what is the general form. So, general form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers. Okay, student, and there is one another condition which must be always true, and that is a should not be equal to 0, student. A should not be equal to 0. This condition must remain always true. Now, why here we are writing that a should not equal to 0? If suppose you assume that, student, a is a 0, now a is a coefficient of x square you can find here in the general form. So, this whole term becomes 0. Now, when this term becomes 0, what is left out? This much left out, bx plus c left out. Now, bx plus c, that expression, that polynomial, you can find the degree is not 2, the degree is 1, and degree 1 is not eligible to be a quadratic polynomial, it is said as linear. So, that is why we mention here the criteria or the condition for a polynomial to be a quadratic. This condition must remain true, that is a should not be equal to 0. Okay, now in the classification, let us move ahead to the third type of polynomial is cubic polynomial. Yes, cubic polynomial, student. This is the third type. Now, what is cubic polynomial? First, let us understand the definition. So, cubic polynomial is defined as a polynomial having degree 3. Yes, degree 3. Such polynomial is said to be a quadratic polynomial. Let us learn with few more examples, with some examples. So, examples 3x cube plus 4x square plus 5x plus 3. This is one example. Second example you can write minus 4x cube minus 5x square plus 7. Okay, so in both these examples, student, if you find the degree here, first one it is 3, highest power of x, and second one if you find the degree of the variable, that is x, you will find that the highest power is 3. So, these are examples of cubic polynomial. Now, general form. The general form of cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is the general form of cubic polynomial, and in this general form, student, where a, b, c, d, these are all what? Real numbers. Yes, and one condition must remain true, that is a should not be equal to 0, and here also the same explanation, student, a should not be equal to 0, because if a becomes 0, then only this much remain, bx square plus cx plus d, and in that case the polynomial does not remain as a cubic, but it becomes what? Quadratic. So, that is why we write the condition that a should not be equal to 0 in a cubic polynomial. Okay.